I have been baptized twice. Once in water, once in flame. I will carry the fire of the Holy Spirit inside until I stand before my Lord for judgment.
Hello Zion Caravanners, Caedo here, and welcome to the guide of unique equipment for the Honest Hearts expansion for Fallout New Vegas. By this time you know how it works. I will list these off by appearance in the main quest, and with the help of the Fallout Wiki, I will also be showing you the basic stats for each item. And lastly, equipment marked with a star will be the ones you can obtain after the main quest concludes. And so let's begin. After the violent introduction of Zion Canyon, you meet a young tribal named Follows Chalk, and his headdress is something you get to obtain later. Wearing this will give you a +5 bonus to your melee weapon skill, and a damage threshold of 1. Disappointingly, this can't be worn with eyewear. The dead horses are too cool for that anyway. Once Follows Chalk leads you to the dead horses camp, just to the north is Fallen Rock Cave. If you are nimble enough to avoid all the traps, and find the Survivalist hideout within, you are rewarded with the Compliance Regulator. This is a unique of uniques, modeled after the laser pistol. It has a base damage of 8, but that is definitely not its selling point, but rather in its effect, which is to cause paralysis for 10 seconds upon a critical hit. You'll get immense utility out of this one. Also in the Dead Horses camp and following the main quest, you will finally come face to bandaged face with the one and only Joshua Graham, and like Chalk's headdress, you can gain this armor later on. Falling under the light category, Joshua Graham's armor offers a damage threshold of 15, and an impressive 3% bonus to your critical chance. With this armor, you may feel like you can take on the whole canyon. As if that wasn't enough, Joshua Graham is also equipped with a unique 45 called A Light in Shining Darkness. Visually, the barrel has been shortened. Stats-wise, this does 4 more damage than the base 45, has a doubled critical chance, and the only trade-off is 1 less shot in the magazine. But if you're a gunslinger, I doubt you'll need more than 6 shots. After completing the first few quests for Joshua Graham, you must take the items you've collected at the Sorrows camp to the north. It is there you will meet Daniel. Just after first impressions, you can tell he's a pacifist, but that doesn't stop you from getting his gear and scriptures by the end of the expansion. Daniel's outfit will give you a damage threshold of 2, and a bonus of 5 to your barter and medicine skills. The value of this equipment is in Daniel's hat, however, since it gives a damage threshold of 1, an additional point to perception, and 5 points to speech. Wandering about the Sorrows camp, you'll notice numerous caves on the cliffs around you. Stone Bones Cave in particular will have the next item we are seeking. There's another Survivalist camp within this cave, along with a unique set of Desert Ranger combat armor. This set of medium armor will give you a damage threshold total of 27. This is the first set of Ranger armor that doesn't disguise you as NCR. The 7th item is also in the Sorrows camp, and requires a couple of short quests to obtain. If you find Whitebird's cave and speak to him, he will ask you to go get 3 sacred Dartura roots. Once he has them, he will mix you up a hallucinogenic beverage, and put you on a spirit journey to put the ghost of She to rest. Once you complete it, you will be given the unarmed weapon She's Embrace, a unique Yaoguai gauntlet. The damage has been raised from 20 to 25, it still ignores damage threshold, costs a little less AP to use in VATS, and has a lovely critical chance multiplier of 3. Try combining the new poisons with its immense damage to dish out especially traumatic nightmares. Around the time you help choose the fate of the Sorrows, head south and find a place called the Red Gate. The Survivalist logs may lead you here anyway, but it is atop these cliffs that you will find the Survivalist's rifle. It utilizes the hard-to-find 12.7mm rounds, but it reflects in its stats greatly. The service rifle had 18 base damage. This one does 48. It has a decreased magazine size, and far less weapon spread for you sharpshooters out there. You may perhaps strike some fear into the White Legs with this rifle. Speaking of the White Legs, in the final quest, whichever path you choose, you will encounter Salt Upon Wounds. His helmet is the first thing that will probably stand out to you. This will give you a good solid damage threshold of 4, a bonus of 5 to your sneak skill, and another great bonus of 2 to your critical chance. Along with that, Salt Upon Wounds also has a Power Fist, the only Power Fist that deals poison damage over time. It does 5 more damage than your basic Power Fist, but you'll get an extra 30 damage on your enemies if you wait 10 seconds after a first punch. Both of these, of course, are also available after you complete the main quest, which you wouldn't be far from at this point. I would also like to mention a craftable in particular that you have access to once you encounter green geckos. The Gecko-Backed modification works for leather and metal armor variants, and though they are not unique, they have amazing qualities. Not only does it raise the damage threshold of said gear, but you also get a bonus of 15 resistance to fire, poison, and radiation, which is so valuable at any point of the game. And that is it, Couriers of Zion, all of the unique equipment in the Honest Hearts expansion. Feel free to subscribe if you want more content like this, and I am always willing to hear what you have to say, so leave a comment, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. This is Caedo, and Zion may not be lost after all.